Hey, what's going on, Sports One fam? It's IndySportsOne. My name is Tyler. I run the Instagram account. Today, we are going to be going over a little roster overview post-training camp. I've loaded up Madden 18, the franchise mode, which I've actually never played before, but I've seen pictures on it, and I really like this little depth chart they got going on. It's a better visual than me just talking. So we're going to go over that, and I'm going to tell you why I got some people. I've already moved it all around and stuff like that. So anyways, let's get right into it. So obviously, if Luck is healthy, he will be our quarterback right here. We got Jacoby Brissett backing him up, and then it's either BT Walker or I actually don't know how to say his last name. Is it Kaya? I don't know. I'm just gonna call him Brad for now. So we got Luck, Brissett, and Brad. That's gonna be our three quarterbacks for this year. And obviously, if Luck's health isn't where it needs to be, then those names will be reordered, and maybe the third quarterback will be different. So. Anyways, at running back, I don't think the order really matters in this situation, but anyways, I got Marlon Mack at the number 1, Turbin 2, Hines 3, Wilkins 4. Obviously, it's going to be a running back by committee. I think Frank Reich has made that pretty evident. So, just because Jordan Wilkins is on the bottom doesn't mean he's not going to contribute. And who knows? I don't know. He might not actually contribute. So let's say Marlon Mack's on the bottom. That doesn't mean he's not going to contribute. It's just they're gonna take their turns. I have Hines down a bit lower because I think he's not gonna be a third and like a 3-down back. He's good in the slot as well. So he can be used anywhere. He's just not a 3-down back. Going over to wide receiver, obviously Ty. We got Ryan Grant from the Redskins in free agency. A lot cheaper than he was supposed to be because he signed with the Ravens or somebody, and they claimed he failed a physical. And that was not the case, but anyways, lost out on like $6 million. But we got him, so I'm very happy. He's a very quiet wide receiver. Like, you don't hear about him in the league that much. He's got really good hands, and he can do some great things with a Luck at quarterback. Then we got Chester Rogers. This is I think a make or break year. He was solid first year. Obviously, with no luck last year, he struggled a little bit. On top of that, he had injuries. So if he can come back no injury or injury free, I think he'll be good. We got Deion Kane in the 4 here. Him and Reese Fountain over here. I really like both those players. I didn't hear too much about Reese Fountain heading up to the draft, but watching film, hearing about him, seems like a good guy. Follow him on Twitter, all that. Excited for what he has. I don't think he'll make an impact right away. I think he'll make an impact after a year or two. He's still got to develop a little bit. But Deion Kane, from the minimal media we've gotten this offseason, it sounds like he's been making plays, especially in the red zone, and that is something we've lacked for a while now. And now that Moncrief is gone, good luck in Jacksonville, Dante. I know you're probably going to go off in Jacksonville because, that's the Colts' luck. But, Dante was a decent threat in the red zone, a little bit inconsistent. Obviously, injuries plagued him the past year or two. Go over to tight end. We got Ebron, Jack Doyle. Those could be flip-flop. I don't think the order really matters. I'm actually not too sure who we'll see more. Will we see Jack Doyle more? Or will we see Ebron? Or are we going to run double tight ends? Who knows? And then I got Darrell Daniels. I like him. He's a good blocker. That's why I have him at fullback down here. And this is where the question comes in. So our 4th tight end, which isn't on the screen. I don't have him on the actual depth chart. It's either Eric Swope, Mo Alley Cox, or Ross Travis. And I don't think Mo Alley Cox will make the team. I haven't heard anything about him. He's on the practice squad. Obviously, he's a project player. He played basketball for VCU, so not really hasn't played football, recently. So I don't think he'll make the team. And then Swoop is like one of my favorite players. I don't know why. He could be so good, but he's been so injury plagued. So I'm just gonna say this: if he's injured, he will not make the team, or if he, injured in and out of camp, he will not make the team. And I like Ross Travis. He's a big body. He's got a Gronk body, and I know we're not supposed to talk about any Patriots players, but Gronkowski has a good body type. Ross Travis matches that. Obviously, the skill level is a bit different, but I think he's got potential there. So, that 4th position at tight end, which who knows if they'd even play if they're at the 4th position. And depending on what we do at the other positions, there might not even be a 4th tight end position. So that one's a coin toss as of now. So the O-line, we got Costanzo, Quentin Nelson, Ryan Kelly, Jack Mewhort, and Austin Howard. I really, really like the look of this line. Costanzo's been, let's say, decent. Let's say decent for now. He's been decent on the left side. Quentin Nelson, obviously high expectations. You can see they give an A- grade right here. High expectations for Quentin Nelson. They're comparing him to the best guard prospect they've ever seen, and so he's got to live up to that. And that left side of the line looks pretty good. We've got Costanzo, Nelson. We all know what Ryan Kelly can do when healthy. And Austin Howard from the Ravens started all 16 games. Veteran guy. I really like that signing because that right side of the line was very, very weak. We had Denzel Good, Joe Haig, LaRaven Clark, shuffling in and out last year, and it was really the past 2 years, and it's been a really, really inconsistent spot. So if he can hold that position down for a year or two, while we develop some of these guys, or maybe draft the right tackle next year or whatever, I really like Austin Howard at that spot. And the right guard position is where it's kind of a flip of the coin as well. If Mewhort's healthy, he can easily win the job. If Slauson, dominates practice, can easily win the job. And then Braden Smith, second-round pick, he hasn't even signed his contract yet. I'm unsure of why, but I know why Darius Leonard hasn't, which we'll talk about soon. And so I got Mewhort there. I love Mewhort when he's healthy. Unfortunately, he's been plagued by injuries the past couple years. And if he's back to normal, I'll say this: if he's back to normal and healthy, he'll take that spot. Otherwise, it's most likely Slauson right there. Let's head over to the defensive side of the ball. Let's start with the ends here. So I got Jabal Sheard, and I got John Simon backing him up, and Terrell Basham behind him. So it sounds like John Simon's struggling a little bit at the D-end position, or the right end, whatever position he's going to play at the end position in general. It sounds like he's struggling. I see him as a better fit at linebacker. I don't know. It was a weird position change, obviously, with the new scheme. I guess Ballard wanted him to play end. So we'll see how that goes. It sounds like he's struggling a little bit, but Basham, he's been taking first-team reps in practice, so maybe Basham gets second on the depth chart. I got him over here second. And we got Autry over here at left end. And, he can play D-tackle too. So maybe Basham plays left end, Sheard plays right end. Ray and Simon back up, both of them. And then at D-tackle, I got Al Woods. I think he'll be good fit for this team. I got Grover Stewart, Tyquan Lewis, and then I put Ridgeway and Marcus Hunt, even though they're rated better, at the bottom because I believe that they will get cut from the team. And I like Ridgeway. I think it's a coin toss between probably Ridgeway and Lewis, actually. I was going to say Ridgeway and Stewart, but I think they like Stewart. So Ridgeway and Lewis, I think it's a coin toss. And then, like I said, you can even put Autry over here, right where Stewart is. And you have Al Woods and Danico Autry. And then behind them, they got Grover Stewart and one of those three guys. So something to look out for. Let's go ahead and look at the linebacker group right here. So Antonio Morrison, I don't think he'll make the team. I don't want him to make the team. I'm just not a big fan of his game. Nothing against him as a person, but I'm just not a big fan of his game. So remember, this is post-training camp, so the Darius Leonard thing is kind of just in there because he was a draft pick. He has not signed his contract like Braden Smith, but it sounds like he has a lingering hamstring injury, which I was not aware of until a couple days ago. So that's why he hasn't been at training camp at all, practicing or anything like that. But if healthy, I think he starts. So I'm going to put him there at left outside linebacker. And then next up, we have Anthony Walker at middle linebacker with Nijay Good backing really everybody up. We signed him from the Eagles. I see him as a great backup here. He could even start here at right outside linebacker, which we'll talk about here. But we got Anthony Walker, Nijay Good, and I kept Jeremiah George on the team because of special teams abilities. He's very fast, and he was a leader during the preseason. You see him hyping up the team and everything. So special teams-wise, I got Jeremiah George. Antonio Morrison, dude, I'm sorry, but I think your time in Indy has come to an end. Over here on the right side, we got Terrell Adams. We signed him. I think he's from the Raiders. He's played all around. He's got some good reps here in training camp. Sounds like he's doing really good. So we got Terrell Adams, once again, Nijay Good, and Jeremiah George backing him up. And for you football gurus, I would expect the will linebacker position to be Darius Leonard or Nijay Good, the Mike, Anthony Walker, and then the Sam and Terrell Adams. And it sounds like Anthony Walker can play between the Mike and the Sam. So if you guys are football gurus or know a good amount of football, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't worry about it. These are the 3 I project right here. So at the safety position, I got Malik Hooker, if healthy, starting at free safety. Matthias Farley over here at strong safety. And you may be asking, like, why not Clayton Geathers? It's because he's been injured a ton, and he hasn't, him and Hooker haven't even practiced this training camp yet. And so I got Hooker and Farley, TJ Green, and Geathers backing him up. And I forgot to talk about corner. I don't know why I went to linebacker and then safety. But so corner, we got Pierre Desir, cornerback 1. We re-signed him. This is a breakout year for Quincy. We got him at cornerback 2. Harrison 3 for the slot, I guess. I didn't mean to say it like that. Harrison will play the slot. He will start. He's a great player. I made it sound like that is not good, but I love Nate Harrison. And over here we got Kenny Moore. It sounds like he's been doing good in camp. And then Kenneth Acker, who's no longer on the team. I just kept him in there because Bashad Breeland from Washington is rumored to be signing with the Colts once he's healthy, and he's not healthy yet. So I just left Kenneth in there. So he already got cut, so he's not going to be on the team. But if Breeland was on the team, he'd probably be cornerback 1, Wilson 2, Harrison 3, and then it's toss up at 4. So that's what we got. Looking at this roster, I'll go to special teams, I guess. I mean, it's obviously Vinny, Rigo, and Vinny again. And yeah, that's really it for this video. And of course, we got Luke Rhodes at long snapper. I don't know why Quentin Nelson's long snapper in this thing, but I thought I'd bring this video to you guys, kind of go over a roster prediction or projections. And let me know if you guys like how I use it on Madden. I was just going to do a video and throw pictures on the screen, and I figured, I got Madden on my PlayStation. I might as well use it, and looks like I found a way to use it for these videos. So if you guys want to see more like roster videos in the future, I'll definitely probably use this Madden concept that they got going on here. Anyways, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and before I end the video, expect a giveaway to be coming soon. Me and John, the guy that runs the Twitter, are working on some stuff there. And also, if you guys want to see me sim a season on here with the team I got going on right now, go ahead and comment that down below, because I can actually sim through this all. The only problem is that the schedule would be against the Rams. So, it would be last year's schedule with this year's team. So it wouldn't really add up, but we could see how we would do if we had, the new team playing last year. So if you guys want to see that, make sure to comment that down below. Hope you guys all have a blessed day. Go Colts. And the Pacers are drafting tonight, so that's exciting. Have a great day. Peace.
He throws, caught by T.Y. at the 50, 45, down to the 40. Cut back in, 35, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, T.Y.